hopefully we can get our parts, like I said, and get that tractor back together. Because, August is like right around the corner, you know? He has the juice for the cows. You betcha. It's got the juice. This is a Crone forage harvester. This one is slightly, this particular one is slightly modified by our buddy Jacob. And what's modified about it is how much additive it holds. For the silage additive, it holds a lot. And like I said, Jacob took care of us on that one. The headers from the mod hub, the trailers from the mod hub, the alleys from the mod hub. Yeah, the rest of it's from the mod hub. But, yeah, just slightly modified grown harvester, that's all. Oh, betcha. Actually chewing through the additive, too. We might have to find some more of that when we get down here. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah. So it's a forage harvester. They all have arms. So it's this forage harvester just modified to hold more mineral or additive, that's all. Otherwise it's the same thing. Oh, you know what? I think its top speed's 32 instead of 24. So the stock one holds 26 liters of additive, ours holds 150. So just modified a little, honestly. It's not that bad. Otherwise, with this giant header, you run out like all the time. And the header technically has capacity, but like it doesn't actually work. It takes additive, but it will not use any of the additive. So it's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. You know, kind of unfortunate. But yeah.
420 farmers _Stu just resubscribed for 3 months. Hey all.
Stuart, welcome back for 3 months. Do appreciate the resub. How are you doing? Well, Casey, so this is to harvest corn to make it into chaff. And to make it into silage, to make it into cow food. If we wanted corn for corn, we'd have to use a regular combine, regular corn head. Yeah. You can wrap small bales. That would be interesting, Vigorous Bull. Yeah, so this is using corn in a completely different way than just normal harvesting corn. Basically is what we're doing here. So yeah. Yeah, it's a totally different process. Yeah. So when you normally harvest corn, and this is real life or in-game, whatever, because, you know, whatever. When you normally harvest corn, most of the corn plant doesn't actually go into the combine. Oh, you're exploring chat. I got you, Casey. I got you. So on a normal corn head, you have what's called stripper plates that are down in here, and like this one has you have rolls in here too. So basically this part right here and this part right here, they're both spinning, so it grabs the stalk of the corn and pulls it straight down. Okay, and then the stripper plate basically strips the ear off of the stalk. The ear gets gathered by the gathering chains. John, don't do it. It's gathered by the gathering chains, and then goes up in the auger, and then goes up and gets processed by the combine. So basically you're eliminating the stalk or the actual plant of corn, and you're just ingesting the ear, and usually some leaves and stuff get ingested into the combine as well, but you want to try to obviously just ingest the ear, right? Ambush Mom, what's going on? Welcome in. How you doing today? This method of harvesting chaff or corn for chaff, you're taking everything. Okay, and in real life, and we can do it in Farm Sim too, we should have actually chopped the corn yesterday. because the corn is still kind of green, and in real life you want the corn to still be green and not be dried down like this. So if you ever look up like forage harvesting videos in real life, you'll notice their corn is still fairly green, about half green or so, is what I've seen a lot of. And that way that you have moisture. This would be too dry of corn to actually like forage harvest, to be honest. So it's a whole thing, yeah. I'm using the correct terms for a corn head, though. I'm not saying anything weird, and you guys are going to take it out of context, okay? Yeah, you can still, yeah, you can forage harvest the corn. I would only do it like one day before it's ready. So, or 1 month, I should say. We play 1 day months. So we could have harvested it, you know, like in game yesterday. So like September would be fine. I think August would probably even be fine, but we would usually do it just 1 day before. So this stuff's fascinating to learn. Oh, it's awesome. Farming is so interesting. Play 1 days as well. Okay. Yeah, I like the 1 day months personally. But yeah, so you'll notice like a normal corn harvest, you'll see a bunch of residue on the field. All you're seeing is stalks here. And that's totally the way it is in real life. All you see is a little bit of stalk. You want the whole plant when you're forage harvesting like this. So it's a whole thing, man. It's definitely interesting. So as far as making silage, there's really only 2 ways. There's chaff from corn, or you can use grass to make your chaff. So it's interesting to live in the burbs, so farming's all new. Nice. See, that's where I feel like I had like an interesting upbringing. I'm full. Because like I live in the burbs too. But my dad grew up on a farm, and he still owns 5 acres of that farm. Actually, I mean, most of my childhood and stuff, Grandpa was still on the farm. Wasn't necessarily farming, but I do remember Grandpa farming a little bit. Actually, I don't know if I do, to be honest. No, I do, because I remember riding in the Gleaner. Yeah, I remember Grandpa farming a little bit. So I got to grow up and like be around that, but at the same time, like, I do live in the burbs, you know? I didn't grow up on the farm. I just grew up going to the farm a lot. So it was pretty cool. The only thing you've ever done is bush hogging, it's fun. I enjoy getting the tractor and the mower out and going out and mowing road ditches or whatever. I enjoy that quite a bit. We maintain, oh gosh. Maybe like if you took like both sides and put it out in one direction, maybe about a mile or so of road ditch out in front of the farm. And it's just one of those little things, something small we can do to make the world a better place. And so that's why we do it. You know, we don't get paid or nobody really cares. We do it because we like to do it, you know? So I'll go out there and brush hog and stuff a little bit throughout the summer. A lot of times I just take the 0 turn out and do it with that. Yeah. You don't just throw seed out. True, Bert. Yes, Bert. You're not wrong. Not wrong. It is going. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's definitely going. I can't wait to get this field done because we're going to set up pumps and hoses, guys. We're going to do some course play and auto drive. We're going to fully automate pumps and hoses here on field 1 and 8. Fully automate it. Okay, guys? That's what we're going to do today. It's going to be pretty cool. It feels like a different... interesting, Vegas Bull. Interesting. I bet it does, yeah. No, I run a, so... Well, hang on. If you've ever seen my, like, talking scene with the tractor, that looks like here, we'll just hit the button. Watch real fast, chat. Don't go anywhere. This right here, this tractor. This right here. This is a case 995, and this is what I brush hog with if I'm gonna go brush hog. Yo betcha. It's a bit sweaty, yeah, and a bit dusty. And if I go out to the road ditch at the wrong time of the day, I will get picked up by mosquitoes and carried away. But I just enjoy it, you know? I don't enjoy the mosquitoes, but I enjoy just like being out. I don't enjoy the cars either. I wish there were no cars, but beggars can't be choosers, you know? Anytime I get to drive anything though, zero turn, tractor, it doesn't matter. Any of the stuff I'm here for, you know? Gun show, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome on in. How are you? Yeah, I'm not like, I'm at my happiest when I'm driving a tractor or lawnmower or anything, you know? I'm at my happiest right there. Just throwing it out there. I'm here for it, chat. I'm here for it. But wow, Bert. I'm doing great. Welcome in. Welcome in. Doing great today. Oh man. Troy, or I keep calling you Troy. Bert, I would definitely like, I could be a farmer, I would 1000%, you know? Running the baler. Ooh, that's something I've never done in real life. I've never run a baler. I've never done that. There we go. Right. You help your family and you enjoy it. Nice. Okay, I want to have a cab, Bert. Dad and I have talked a lot over the years about like, man, I'd love to do. I'd go do that right now, but I don't have a cab. You know, it's, yeah, I would like to have a cab. I'd love to have a little, I don't know, a little Kubota or something. 60, 70 horsepower Kubota with a brush hog. Dude, that'd be fun. I'd go mow all day. I don't know what I would mow, but I'd mow the whole county worth of roads. I'd have to turn around when I got to town, go mow the other sides, you know? Oh, got stuck stacking bales. Ugh. Yeah, I've been around a baler like once, but we weren't the ones that were running the baler. We were the ones getting the straw from the baler. So the guys that were running it, they were stacking it on wagons, and then they would drop the wagon at the edge of the field, and we would transfer it to trailers. Actually, we did this twice. Yeah, because where Dad works, they sell a lot of straw like throughout the year. And so we made a deal with the farmer, like, we'll just come to the field, you know, that way they don't have to haul and it'd be a little cheaper. So the one time it was out on Dad's cousin's ground, which is at the end of our lane. So we hooked up a couple wagons of the neighbors that we used to store at our place. It was a whole thing. Don't ask. They came over for the auction in 1995, and I think they just left in 2020. Or 2019, maybe? Yeah, but they just, like, we kept them in a building for them. Like, rent-free for all those years. Just, okay, sure. You just want us to keep your wagons? Okay, we would keep airing the tires. We'd pump them up every once in a while for them. And, like, every once in a blue moon, we'd get them out and drive them around. But other than that, we had 3 wagons at one time in our old combine shed. And they were the neighbors, and we just kept them inside, kept them out of the rain forever. I don't really know why, but we did. And then one day they called us up and they're like, hey, we're selling those wagons. We're going to come get them. We're like, all right, whatever. Oh man. Almost done harvesting finally in farm sim. Let's go. 2 days. Whoa. Whoa. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Appreciate the follow. Going for 2 days. That's a harvest. All right. Oh, get out of the pond, bud. Get out of the pond. But anyway, the neighbors that it's Zach's family. And like dad grew up with them and stuff. So I don't think he really cared. Plus we would use the wagons occasionally. That one year we had a really wet fall. So we like went out and picked all of our pumpkins kind of early and then threw them on wagons and put them in the sheds so they would stay like dry. And that mostly worked. There were only a few nasty rotten ones in there when it was the day we had our party. Oh God, there were some you just like picked up the stem and like the stem just, oh, it was all just, it smelled. It was a good thing we were taking the wagons outside that day so they could air out. Actually during the flood. Okay, so no, we had them during the flood in 19. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Bert. We had the trailers during the flood in 19 because we actually put our disc on one and then we put the brush hog up on the other one. And then we hauled them out to the neighbor's place. They built a house, the neighbors kind of out by the highway, but they hauled in a ton of dirt first. So part of their backyard, it's just like there's grass and then there's just like gravel, but it's elevated. And the guys that farm, they park stuff there occasionally throughout the summer and stuff. But we asked them, we're just like, hey, can we park some stuff out there? And they're like, yeah, sure, fine, no big deal. So that's where we took the disc and the brush hog. We're sitting on top of wagons and then out there because we didn't know how high we needed to get them, you know. We weren't sure at all. So it was kind of a thing, but we made it happen. Too bad, Joe. Here's bull what? Do. I don't think that's my tractor. I think you're looking at the other Case 995. There's actually Vigorous Bull, a newer style Case 995 as well. It's red and everything. It's an actual case, not a David. Our tractor's not an actual case. It was made by David over there in the jolly old UK. Our case tractor from 1970 or whatever, 70 something is technically an import. So guess what? Every bolt on that thing is metric. So Grandpa always had a good set of metric tools back in the day even. 'Cause you know, gotta work on stuff, right? And unfortunately that metric stuff, man, it's a thing. I wish everything was standard, but that's okay. Although metric kind of does make more sense, you know. I'm just saying, metric kind of does in a way. Don't hate me on that. Sorry. Some of you are gonna be like, it's crap. I know. But hey, if you need a next size up, you get a, you know, if you have a 17, you need an 18, you know? And that, from that standpoint, it kind of does make sense. But I do like standard stuff too, you know? Too old to like metric. Plugger, I hear ya. Trent, what's up? How's farming? Welcome in. Oh, I prefer the standard sockets and stuff that we have at the farm. Don't get me wrong. Definitely prefer the standard stuff. Yay, done with the harvest. Let's go. What were you harvesting? And you said you were harvesting for 2 days, but I don't know what's you harvesting. Bats. So guys, remember, we're going to have a brief intermission from chaffing. We're going to be setting up pumps and hoses on this field. We're going to fully automate it. Horseplay and auto drive. Wheat and oats. Let's go. So we're going to take a brief intermission. If the guys want to keep forage harvesting, that's fine. I'll work on the pumps and hoses stuff. That way you guys can see it all. I don't care. Hello, here. Nice, Stuart. Nice. That's awesome. Planting last field of organic beans. All right. Very nice, Trent. Very nice. So we are going to have to set up some auto drive. We're going to have to record some courses. We're going to have to do all the things to set this up correctly. Be done side dressing today. Nice. So kind of going to be a whole thing, guys. Going to be a whole thing. Yeah, if the guys want to keep forage harvesting, that's fine. We'll put all the tippers down there. Hopefully I have enough tractors. I only need like 1 or 2 to make this all work. But we should be good. I could use semis on the tank. But I could also use a tractor if I had. It doesn't matter. I need to buy the 9RT, chat. Joking, of course. You know, Trent, I didn't know it was happening, and then I sat down at the computer and I opened Twitch, and I was like, oh, Das is streaming. And then I was like, that's kind of weird. So I opened it, and I saw some really good photos from Jack. So, yeah. Outcast Shaggy, what's up, man? How you been? Welcome back. So I did see. I didn't think they were going to fly anymore. But they flew, and apparently it went well, so... We'll see. We'll see. But old Jack apparently drove like all night to get there. Wait, is that how they actually communicate? Is TeamSpeak? They actually... Wait, are you serious, Trent? They use TeamSpeak? No way. You've never done a full plant harvest, so you don't know what to do. Oh boy. In his Land Rover, yeah. But they actually use TeamSpeak? I thought we were the only ones on the internet that used it. Wow. Good, just busy with the work. Gotcha. Okay, Shane, gotcha, man. Holy Hannah Montana, chat. I thought we were the only ones. That's crazy. Dang, Bert, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I always thought they just used Discord to talk, Trent. I didn't realize they used TeamSpeak. That's awesome. I mean, dude, the quality of TeamSpeak's really good. Oh, Vigorous Bull, that's sick. That's pretty sick, bro. Vigorous Bull, why are you sending me Legos that I want to buy? Oh man. Goodness me. Goodness me. He's both, okay. I mean, you can't really argue with the quality of TeamSpeak, you know? You really can't. Just saying. But it's all good. All good. All right, chat. It's time to automate. Well, almost. Almost. We're getting close, y'all. We're getting close. I hope CMB is paying attention. We're gonna do some automation with pumps and hoses. It's gonna take a little while to set up, but that's okay. Gonna take a little while to set up. That makes sense, right? Yeah. That definitely makes sense. All right. Dave should be able to hold everything I have here. Possibly. All right. So let's put that away so that guy will leave me alone. Turn that off. Okay, you can't hold everything, but that's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem at all, honestly. So we're just going to park this over here by the other field, guys. Like I said, if John and Dave want to keep working on this, I'll work on all the pumps and hoses goodies. There's a lot to do there. A lot to do. That's okay. It's all good. First field of corn is out of the ground. Let's go. Here, John, you can have that. I think that's what he's waiting for anyway. All right. Awesome, Trent. That's good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and change tippers over to 8 for you guys. Tippers over to field 8. All right. Automation. Let's go. Hey. John, go ahead and change that over to 8 as well, which you know that, so I'll just shut up. Because you're a professional. I'll tell you what, man, John and Dave and everybody, well, going back to the bale challenge, everybody that came in there and helped out was awesome. But John and Dave have stuck in with me, and they've been farming like every day with me, and they've been awesome, man. Been awesome. Throwing it out there. They've been great, so really appreciate them. All right. So chat, we have the big horse. We're kind of getting slim on tractors here, but you know, honestly, the applicator, if we look at the applicator, by the way, what's on sale? Nothing we need. If we look at the applicator, it doesn't require like any horsepower. That part doesn't require any, and this is the bar that we're using. It only requires 70. So I'm thinking, not this tractor, but I'm thinking 7810 is going to get the applicator. That's what I'm thinking, chat. Let's not do the bale challenge again. Trent, I don't know why you would say that. I don't know why you would say that, Trent. It was fun. Or something. It was pretty brutal. Alright, there we go. So, let's see. We're going to set our pump over yonder here. Over yonder. Where we're going to put our pump, guys. These are hose reels. Hose reels. Wow, Dave. Yeah, Trent, you did haul a lot of bales with the semi. Yeah. You did. That is true, Troy, yeah. You will see here momentarily. I'm setting up the Pumps and Hoses DLC is what this is going to be. Pumps and Hoses DLC. Going to be setting it up right now. Yeah. Here in just a jiffy, okay? That's what we're working on. Okay, so I think I want to set up my pump in this area here. I will have to make a waypoint for everything. I want it to be out of the field so that we don't have any issues. Although, you know what? I could probably use, you know what? Let's do that. Let's just use the field one that we have. We'll put our pump next to it. Yeah, we'll just use the field one that we have. That's fine. So our, what's it called? Is that still connected there? It is. That's why we're still having issues. There we go. No. There. So the pump will be roughly where the back of my tractor is. The tipper, or not the tipper, but the slurry tank will pull up there. Okay, so we're gonna unwind the hose. So for those of you that have never seen it, this is the Pumps and Hoses DLC. It came out like a while ago. And honestly, when it came out, it was so bad that like nobody ever really used it. And not a lot of people even like showed it off, to be honest, I feel like. It was not part of the season pass, and I feel like that annoyed a lot of people. So I feel like other streamers and stuff just didn't really mess with it because, again, it wasn't part of the season pass, and that kind of annoyed a lot of people. So there's that. But basically what this is, guys, this is what's called drag line. It's a way to apply a slurry, or, you know, liquid manure, slurry, whatever you want to call it, to a field. And they updated the whole DLC a little while ago, and they actually made it where it's usable now. For a while there, it was not usable, but it is. It is usable now, so it's pretty cool. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How's it going? So basically, what we have to do is we have to stretch out a bunch of hose here, and I am going to put it in the field. Realistically, you wouldn't put it in your field because you wouldn't want to drive over it in real life. But of course, farm sim logic, you can drive right over the hose and it doesn't cause any problems at all. So we're going to be doing some of that. I am unwinding some front hose and some back hose just to kind of even out the weight a little bit is why I'm doing this now. Because it could be kind of heavy and we don't have the biggest tractor here, so. Yeah. Now, I will say, pro tip, definitely want your joints to not be in the tall grass, if possible, because that makes them very hard to find back. You do need to find the joints of the hose to hook them up. Got to hook them all up together, and obviously I know the hose is like going through my tractor and stuff, so the hose mechanics could use some work, I'll be honest. The hose mechanics could use some work. They do like to fall in the map from time to time, which is very, very odd. But whatever, it works. So basically, we're just going to unwind all of the hose that we have. We don't need to do all of it per se, but we're going to go ahead and do it all just because. And then we have this handy dandy wrench tool that we can grab and attach the hoses together. I know they don't look it, but those are. We can attach the hoses together so that all of them are hooked up. And then we'll have to go get our pump once we get all this hose laid out. Now, like I said, hose mechanics are a little weird, so like you can drive on them, you can, you know, work dirt with them, whatever, it doesn't matter. Once this gets going, I think it's going to be okay. But right at first, it's going to look kind of silly. Although, actually, I don't know which way it's going to want to do this field, so it might be kind of silly the whole time. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Those are hooked up now. Okay. Kind of a guessing game, honestly, if they're hooked up. Sometimes. All right. Stretch out the orange hose, and then we'll do the last red section. But basically what we're doing here is we're putting a red section on each end, and then every hose that we have is a different color, just so if there's a problem we can say, oh, is the gray hose hooked up to the blue hose, you know? You think it's a lot of work to do? Well, I'm automating it, so it actually shouldn't be that bad. It's going to be interesting. I mean, stretching hose out, it just takes a little time. Shouldn't be that bad. But once I get this automated, we're gonna see how well it works. I don't actually know. How well I think those are hooked. I mean, it's, yeah. We're gonna see how well this works, you know. I've never tried to fully automate this. I'm gonna try. And by automate, I mean using course play and auto drive, so. Yeah. That's what I mean by automates. Should be pretty cool though. Railway Empire 2 is now available. Nice, Trent. Which one was that? I always forget which one that is. Hoses all over. Whoop. Yes. Pretty much, Ice. Pretty much. Me Google. Railway Empire 2. Okay, so we're gonna ditch our hose reel right here. We have to go get our pump too. Okay. Trent, I might have to pick this up. I don't know. I think I have Railway Empire 1 and I never play it. I think I have it, but I never play it. I'd have to look at it. Never know. So, unfortunately, you know what? Oh, God. Somebody really has a thing for parallel parking the pump in here, and I don't really know why. I think I'm going to end up using Strong Farmer to get it out of here. Maybe not. So this is the pump that we go with because it will pump the farthest. This goes 2,500 meters. And it is self-propelled, but it's very slow, so we'll just, you know, drive it out there. But unfortunately, from your tanker to this, there is no hose. And that is one drawback, in my opinion, to the whole pumps and hoses thing. Chuck, I don't know who's doing it, but they sure are. So for some reason, I feel like it's Sandcamp. I feel like anytime there's anything weird on here, I just blame Sandcamp. He's like the new Dan. You know? He's like the new Dan. I got you, Trent. I know I've looked at it before because, well, the Steam page said, or the Google page said that I had, like, clicked on it before, so. I don't know if I actually got all the hoses hooked up or not. Exactly. Exactly, John. Hopefully this all works like I want it to, chat. Hopefully. That was you. No, it's all good, Dave. I don't care where it goes, honestly. Just as long as I can find it when I need it. That's all I really care about, honestly. Alright, this tractor should be done now. Park that one over there in the weeds. Alright, we're going to attach. And we might have to move this a little bit based on where our tanker stops. Actually, we'll probably just pull the tank with this tractor. Probably just pull the tank with this one. It'll work. It'll work. So this is going to be a bit of work to set this all up, but I think it's fun. Doesn't bother me at all. I do have to hook up this hose right here too. Orange to red. Yep, that's totally hooked up. The hose mechanic needs some work, chat. Just saying. The hose mechanic needs a little work. That's all right. All good. Oh, yeah. Totally fine, though. All right, so here's what we have to do. 9.0, dang, Chuck. Dang. Oh, man. Bert, why does it always do the scroll up thing when you guys DM me and I want to see what you guys have to say? It scrolls up to the very, very top. Gotcha. Gotcha, Bert. All right, here we go. So all of our slurry is going to be in this barn here. Yeah. Have a good day of farming. I will. We'll catch you. Okay, we got this awkward thing that goes over there that I should probably just delete because I added this one night and, well, it doesn't need to be here, so we're just gonna clean that up because it was kind of awkward anyway, so. Let me just do a little deleting here real quick. Just a little bit of deleting. I used that one night when I was unloading the bunker. Basically, I had tippers just run right to the front of the bunker, and it was very handy. Very, very handy, and just kind of awkward. And Carson actually set up this one here that goes to the back of the bunker, too. Okay, so we want to maintain right-hand traffic just to keep everybody chilling here, you know? So let's start recording here. And then what we'll do is we'll zoom out. Go from here to there. Let's see, we're going to have other tippers coming through here. So we want to maintain right hand and we want to be kind and rewind and stuff all at the same time, you know? Otherwise, that's bad, okay? It's bad, okay? Or something. Yeah, Chuck. It's very, very easy, you betcha. We're going to go ahead and fill up. And then here's the whole thing, Chuck. Drive to where you get a dot where you want it, or it really doesn't matter. Okay, so it's going to be that dot for us. You just add, and you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter, you know? It'll show up under the default up here. Is anything you make, that's where it shows up, and then you can just like drag it to and put it in a different category if you want. But the cool thing is, you know, with horseplay or with auto drive, you can move that point whenever you want. That's the beautiful thing of auto drive. But yeah, this is totally how you could add it. Just go hit record. Pick where you want your point to be. And then like here, we're going to stop shy of this a little bit. We're going to stop recording. We're going to back up a little bit so we can see that last dot. We're going to click on the last dot, and then I want it to connect here. It doesn't matter really which one. But if you have an angle and you want it to like curve, you can hold shift and use your scroll wheel. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's making all kinds of crazy lines there. But we don't want it to go there. We want it to connect like over here. But so you can see that line shift a little bit. So we want that to chew. And then just so we don't have any collisions here, we're actually going to make this like a hold up point. So we're going to hit shift and we're going to click on some of these. So ideally, only one tractor will enter this zone at a time. Ideally. So that hopefully we won't have any collisions there. I'm pretty sure that works. Pretty sure. So, but yeah, you can add a point whenever you want. You betcha. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to change this to, my God, there's so many things. Why is there so many things? Does this trailer hold all these things? There's no way, right? There's no way it holds all that. Is that right? My goodness, I didn't know there were so many things. But anyway, so we wanted to fill up at our special place there. And I guess we do want it on that mode there, I think is how this works. Hold on. We're changing this to field 1. I don't know how this is going to work, actually. We'll see, chat. I don't know if this part works, to be completely honest. I don't actually know. Ideally, he'll drive out there and fill that pump up, though. Ideally. But I don't know that to be a fact. So, we'll see. We will definitely see. Hopefully this works. It may not. It holds all those plus some. I didn't know that, Troy. Dang. That's crazy. I had no idea that that tank would hold all that stuff. My golly, George. See, like seed and fertilizer, solids for, honey. How long would it take to empty this trailer if it was full of honey? I feel like that might take a minute. It is nice, isn't it, Chuck? Stevie does a good job, right? All right, so ideally, this will pull up here. Ideally, right? Maybe. Now the pump might be a little far away, which is fine, because we can move the pump. Now the pump is full. So we're going to have to see how this goes here in a minute, basically. Need to get our applicator out here. But ideally, we would just set this right here. Okay, that's fine. Grab the 7810. Because, you know, 7810 for the win. Oh. Oh, that's a little heavy. Are there any weights laying around? 3755. You got a weight you don't need right now. The old equipment shuffle. Come on. There was a nice line of tractors in here to start the day, but everything's out right now. So much of it's out anyway. Okay, that helps a little. I never thought about that thing being kind of heavy, but that's okay. Come on, Bessie. See, this tractor, I don't know. I feel like it's working. You know, you can just tell. It's like, it's trying. A lot of other tractors, they just go. But this one, you kind of get the struggle with this one, you know? The struggle is real. All right. Now, as long as we have all of our hoses connected, which I think we do, we should be able just to go hook the pump or the hose up to this now and set up a course plate course and tell it to go. And ideally, we'll be good to go, hopefully. Hopefully. Check all the joints in the hoses as we drive past. I know orange and yellow don't look like they're hooked up. Same thing with red and orange. Same thing with blue and gray. But I think they actually are. So, pretty sure they are. All right. So if we hook this up here, switching to the right thing first. Okay, and then we should be able to hit that button. I'm just making sure that this is applying, and it is. Even though it says it's not hooked up. Well, maybe it's not hooked up, because now it's not. The pump's not on. The pump's not on. Alright, let's raise that. Alright, back down to the pump here real quick. Right. Oh. I got you, Bert. I don't know if this tractor's gonna do this, chat. This is feel like a real struggle right now. Nothing's turned on. I'm just dragging hose. Need that 9RT. I'm telling y'all. Need the 9. Oh God. Need the 9RT. All right, turn that on. Something's not hooked up. Okay, where's it not hooked up, chat? That is totally hooked up. That one I think actually is. Somewhere it's not hooked up because it wouldn't complain. Maybe it is these two. I think I found it. So that's the only thing with this whole pumps and hoses thing. It's a little bit of finagling to get it working, but once you get it, man, hopefully this all works. All right, our pump is now active. Pump is active, so we should be able to come here. Oh man, let's see. We want a multi-tool of 1. I guess we want some headlands, because yeah, even though that's gonna get really weird with the hose, that's fine. Sharp corners, longest see, I don't know if I can do longest edge. Let's see what that does. Yeah, there we go. I wanted it to go north-south. Perfect. Perfection, y'all. Perfection. All right. Headlands last. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I do like the idea for headlands last, yeah. Okay, let's generate that now. Okay. So now we're going to say go to your first waypoint. And he's going to have a coronary thinking about it. There was the first waypoint right there. Maybe we'll just drive it there manually. Uh-oh. Oh, it's trying to fold up. Okay. All right. Problem is, I don't think it can fold up that part because it's hooked up to the hose. I don't think it can fold. Which is what Auto Drive or Courseplay wants to do, of course, to get to the next, to the first point. Alright, now I have never done this before, so if it fails miserably, just, you know, bear with us, alright? Have not actually automated this part. So, yeah. The lag was real. Sorry, John. Alright, so we are applying. Now, the big thing is our tank staying full? And is our tanker emptying? That's the real question here. I don't know if this part works. Oh, yes. Yes, it's working, Chad. It's working. Let's go. So ideally now this is automated. Now the only thing is, if we look at his course here, so he's going up, gonna go down, gonna go up, gonna go down. So he shouldn't have any problems. This shouldn't be in his way. This shouldn't be in his way until he does his headlands. Then of course this would be in his way. Oh my goodness, chat, it's working. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. That's gonna be awesome. And like I said, headlands last. I can't believe we got it working, chat. Now the only thing we'll have to watch is make sure the guy goes and uh-oh. It's not working anymore, chat. Remember when I said it was working? Wait, did I fire him somehow? Hold on. Here's. I think I might have fired him somehow. I might have hit a button, chat. I'm just not going to hit any buttons, okay? Because it was totally working. And then it stops. I think I did that by accident. Oh, man. So, yeah, the only thing we need to check now is make sure the dude's gonna go get more slurry. Which, you know, we can actually just send him around manually. Make sure he fills up. That's all we need to check. Go. Go get the poo. I wonder what runs, if the pump runs out, I wonder what happens. If the guy stops or if he keeps going, the courseplay guy. That actually is a question that I have. I wonder. Meanwhile, the boys are down here and they've knocked out a huge chunk. Oh my god. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh, man. You know what? We need to add a point right there, guys. We need to add an escape route right here. So instead of having to drive way over there, you can just drive right here and just get out of the field. You know? So much faster, so much easier. Instead of having to drive way down yonder to get out of the field. Just right there and go. Alright, hopefully this works. This part should. This is pretty standard stuff here, so shouldn't be an issue. And hey, if nothing else, we can now automate the selling of slurry. Hopefully, because we do have an awful lot. We're not going to use anywhere near all of this. To be honest, not going to use anywhere near all this. So. Same thing with our regular manure as well. We have so much, chat. 800, basically 900,000 that, 1.8 million here, slurry. It's so much. It's so much, chat. All right, come on. Now we might have to move the point a little bit. Oh, he filled up way back there. Okay. So he's good. He's good to go. And he's heading back to the field. Meanwhile, the guy is still running. He's still fertilizing, so that means there's slurry in the tank, I would assume. And he's able to maintain speed. I mean, he's getting it done. He could use a bigger front weight, but 7810 is definitely doing the job. It may not like hills, but it's doing the job, so. Oh, and the tank's only at 50%. So that guy should definitely get back before the tank's empty. Right? Let's hope. Especially now, because that exit out of the field's faster. So that shouldn't be this shouldn't be an issue at all. Here comes our tanker right behind us right now. So this is sweet. So if we were farther away from the homestead, we might want 2 tanks, but yeah. Oh, dang, Troy. Dang. Now, why did he stop himself again? You don't need to be refilled. You got plenty. You're not out, bro. It's not out. That's what I don't understand. Because it's acting like it's running out. But it's not. Maybe we will have to go to 2 tankers. So then the pump never runs low at all. Interesting. See, the pump hasn't turned off or anything. Pump's still running, so, but now it's going to be full. Oh, interesting, chat. The other tractor drove over the hose. I don't think that's an issue. In fact, I know that's not an issue. Oh, could I go to 2 tanks? I feel like the 4755 is not going to do it, and the little 6120 is not going to do it very well. This is our other option right now, chat. I mean, I could use a semi too, but why? I have tractors. I have tractors. Oh, man. Oh, can't select that right now because I don't have anything. I wish I had money to buy a couple more 8Rs, but I don't. I don't has the money. Unfortunately. Someday we'll have the money to buy more. We'll have the money to buy more. Right. We'll be okay with this, though. This will work. Just overkill a lot, but that's all. Might need more HP. Bert, I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. I mean, that's 120,000 liters. That's a fair bit, right? I feel like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's interesting how far back it fills up, though. Fills up way back there. That's magic. Oh, it's magic. Oh, there goes the chicken. You know. Something. So, what I want to do now is, hello. When that tractor gets here, I'm going to send this tractor and make sure that the pump, like that the applicator keeps running. So that we know, because there always will be a tank waiting, because this tank will last a while. Like, we'll only probably use like 2 full tanks or maybe 3 full tanks on the entire field, so not really an issue there, you know. But basically, once that tank gets here, we'll send this tank. That guy should... No, why did you do it again? No. Why? Why do you keep saying you're out? You're not. You know, it's when the... Oh, that's... Okay, hold on. I know what's going on here. It ain't got no gas in it. No, the problem is when the pump turns back on, there's a little bit of a lull. Okay? There's a little bit of a lull in there. We're going to put this on there. We're going to buy that. There's a little bit of a lull where the pump kind of has to rev back up, right? Throttle up. And I bet you that little bit of a lull is causing horseplay to be like, hey, I'm out of slurry. I bet that's what it is. Because it seems like when it's, turning and stuff. So we'll put a little capacity with this thing. I'll do it again. That, it might be when he's shifting too. This tractor doesn't have the power to maintain speed. We'll let it drive down here and then we'll stop it again. We'll go get that. It's actually a reel, but it also has capacity. So we'll do that. We might just need to change out for a bigger tractor. I mean, there's 2 of them sitting right there. So we could change out for a bigger one. That's okay. I really want to see the 7810 work, you know? Let's go ahead and stop you here. Let's unhook the hose. Drive to the homestead. Drive so we can't no more. Come on, cruise control, let's go. Set that real quick. Plus, that'll probably give us a little more front weight with a hose reel up there. With capacity, so let's hope anyway. Well, let's hope this works. Meanwhile, John and Dave are almost probably done down there. About half the field done. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely getting the job done. But it's more so like, can I make this work at this point? That's where I'm at with this. Can I make it work? Where there's a will, there is a way. So I want to see if it's possible. That is what I want to see. And I got an email. I wonder who that email's from. We just got a letter. Wait, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Oh, it's from Amazon. Something's been delivered. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that kind of balanced me out a little. Not really. God, I drive even slower now. Oh, man. All right, I hope my aunt got that package in. If not, I'm going in 20 minutes anyways. So we'll be good either way. I told her I had something coming that needs to be brought in immediately. Hopefully she noticed. The Amazon people here, which is the second time they've been here today, which kills me. That, like, put it on the same truck. But I know that's not how it always works. Not how it always works. All right, so I think when I don't really know how this works with the front thing. I would think once I turn the pump on, I should see a capacity there. I would think, but I don't know. Pump's definitely not running. Pump is now running. Pump is fired up and ready to go. Okay, we are filling the front tank. I'm gonna let that thing get full before I start. That holds, wow, holy cow, 2,200? It's kind of more than I thought it would hold. That's pretty awesome. So this number might dip occasionally. Is what I'm thinking, like when we turn around. I don't know. If nothing else, though, that does add some front weight to the tractor, so I'm all right with that. I am definitely okay with that. We'll see what happens when it turns here. I don't know. 2.5 hours on the 1 meter plow vigor spool. Dang. Dang, bro. That number never moved. Huh. I would think it would, like... I wonder if I turn the pump off now, does it keep going? I mean, 2,200 liter, that ought to go for at least a little minute or two. Why? Why do you need to be refilled? Okay, so the little tank does nothing, chat. This is kind of weird. Is it every time I jump in the pump? Is that what happens? Do I need to stop jumping into the pump? Is that what it is, chat? Every time I jump in the pump, I feel like it needs to be refilled. Back of the computer. Welcome back, Trent. Maybe I just need to stop jumping into the pump. Because it's definitely not doing anything with that capacity that it has. I was hoping this worked well on Courseplay, because that would be sick. I don't know. This part definitely works to fill everybody up. I mean, that's chewing through it pretty good, so. This part definitely works. Maybe we just won't jump in the bump anymore. Maybe for some reason it's interrupting the flow when I do that. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is I'm gonna go grab a tractor and trailer and help the guys out. This one. I choose you. So apparently just don't get in the pump. And it seems to work. Seems like it's working now. Probably won't age well though, chat, if I had to guess. Probably won't age well. That's okay. Dang, I'm almost done with this field. That took me a while to get that all going. If I'd quit getting in the bump, it would have been faster though, I think. But just don't check on the pump, apparently. Duly noted. Just set it up and walk away. Till it complains that it needs to be refilled again. Yeah, I know, Trent. I know. I mean, working though, right now. Oh, goodness. But at least we know that auto drive will keep the pump full. So that part's nice, right? That part's cool. Oh. We know that that works, if nothing else, you know? I do like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, Fire Shadow. I never thought about that. You downloaded it on your phone. Oh, brother. No wonder you were having issues with it. Dang. I should have just sent it to you on a thumb drive. Speaking of that, I think tonight's job off stream is to clean off data off my phone again too. Pictures, videos, all that good stuff. Phone's full again. The never-ending process. I should have mailed you a thumb drive. I didn't think about you don't have home internet still. I always forget about that. You need to like hotspot your phone to your computer. You got that ability on your plan? Set up your phone as a hotspot and get a Wi-Fi adapter for your computer. Be pretty sick. Shouldn't be that bad though if you got, I don't know what kind of phone you got, but fire up the old USB-C hopefully and let it rip. It's only like 4 gigs. Oh, plus a map though too. No, why do you need to be refilled? Suck. Guys, I started taking an allergy medicine about a week ago. Actually, exactly a week ago. And I feel like I sneeze way more now than I did before. Is that bad? I am constantly sneezing now. Oh, man. Constantly sneezing. And I don't know why. It's awful. Wait, I wonder if I somehow, for some reason... I wonder if I hook the hose up to the front. Does that work? There. Oh. Oh, that hooks up to the reel though. We don't want that. We don't want that. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Oh man. All right, go again. I don't know why I keep having to do this. At this point, I might as well just get the darn regular slurry tank and just have it drive to the homestead, you know? You don't need to be refilled, you're fine. Drive. Side effects, more sneezing. It might be, Chuck. It might be. That would be funny. Oh, you get capped after 5. That sucks. I got you, Fire. For some reason, the pump turned off again. Why is the pump turned off? I wouldn't say pumps and hoses is working on on course play. It's it's not working, but it's also not working. The hose or the pump got turned off. It's not working well. It is working. It's just not working well. So yeah. I mean, for some reason, it's like the pump gets turned off, and I don't know why. Try bigger. No, it's not that. It's on the pump side for some reason. I don't think a bigger tractor would matter. It's almost like the line's getting clogged up or something, which that is not really a thing, but it works for a little bit, then it stops. I run the injector? I mean, I probably should, Trent, but I'm not giving up on it yet. Yeah, it should run the tank dry. It should run the front tank dry. That's what the front tank's for, right? It's kind of silly that, like... Oh, did I just spill? Kind of silly they gave you that front tank and it doesn't even, like, use it. Of course, that is course play, so... It might be different if I was running it myself, you know? I don't know. I mean, it's working right now, though. It is working. It's just not working well. I think that's the key. It's working, it's just not working well. So, yeah. That is all. But it is working. If nothing else, the tanker to the pump, that's working great. So, even if, yeah, if I have to go run the applicator, that's fine. At least I wouldn't have to stop. It could just bring me slurry. And the guys could keep working on, you know, what they're working on, which is an option as well. It definitely is an option, but I would like to automate it fully, you know? That's the plan anyway, is to fully automate it, so. As long as that pump keeps active, it seems like it's working fine. I mean, working. It's doing its thing right now, all by itself, so. Give it 3 minutes, it'll probably break again. But yeah, it should totally use the capacity on that tank, and it's not at all for some reason. Doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? It's all good. I don't know. I don't know. If nothing else, that's a pretty good front weight for a tractor, right? Because that's like way too small of a tractor, but I mean, it's getting the job done, so that's all that really matters, right? It's doing the job. I just keep waiting for it to pop up and say it needs to be refilled again. I mean, it shouldn't, but you never know. You never know. I could just go run chaff too. I wonder how much we have in storage by now. Probably a fair bit. 2.7 million in storage. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Pretty good, y'all. Pretty darn good. So we'll have a lot. We'll have a lot. I'd have to put it in 2 bunkers even. Because I was kind of thinking about maybe putting all the grass in this time for chaff as well. I don't think we really need the grass right now. I know we're coming up to winter, but still we have like, you know, 3.9 million. So if we just put it all in as chaff this time, that'd be a lot. I feel like. Problem is I don't know how we go about that efficiently. I really don't. I guess we could just put it in as grass and then haul out till we get down to like 3 point whatever million. Dang it. Pump turn off again. Pump's on this time. Pump is on. It just like randomly decides that it's done. And it's just going to turn off. And all I have to do is go restart it and it works fine. Makes no sense. So I would say horseplay with pumps and hoses, maybe it works. It just doesn't work well. So proceed at your own risk. How about that? Proceed at your own frustration level. How about that one? That might be a better way to look at it. Proceed at your own frustration level. Oh yeah. I think that might be the strat. Might just be the strat, yo. Alright, I'm gonna dump this load and then it's gonna be break time, chat. Break time for me. It's the green machine bogging down, need red to work right. Wow. Wow. Well, that is too small of a tractor, yes. Although horsepower wise, it's the rating's right on. It's more than enough horsepower wise. So more than enough horsepower wise. Has it, Trent? It doesn't seem like it's 3 o'clock already, right? That's okay. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh, guys, I saw a game. I actually saw it on TikTok. It's kind of like weird. I haven't watched a lot of it. Mostly because the guy that was streaming it, whatever, care for him. But it was called War of Rights. But it's like a Civil War era, like, shoot 'em up game. And I was like, wait a minute, what? But it's totally a thing. Like, you gotta load the musket. You gotta load your musket and keep going. War of Rights, I think is what it was called. And I was like, what? Gotcha, Trent. All right, knock on wood, y'all. He's still working. All right, we're gonna ride with this guy, I guess. This John Deere, because it's basically 3 o'clock. I'm gonna pull the plug and say I'll be right back, y'all.